Hello and welcome to the EA Play Live for June 2020. I'm a little bit late to this, but I haven't been spoiled on it yet. I actually wasn't planning on reacting to it at all, but if it was a regular E3 week, I would have. So, even though I'm not that big of an EA guy myself, let's see what kind of stuff we can get announced here and see what they got. Happening any second now. I've got the docket up to be able to drop down news in. Let's go. Green screen.
Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play 2020. We're happy that you're joining us today. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we've got so much for you, including creative,
we got a time frame,
and really fun new games, and a lot of news to share. But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel. This has certainly been a challenging year.
Yes.
From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn.
Absolutely.
I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational. We are also deeply thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together, to play, and do amazing things for each other. You've shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world.
Yeah.
Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play.
I hate how cynical I've become.
We also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better, they can teach us, they can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun.
Sure, yeah.
All of us at Electronic Arts believe in
I
that.
thought immediately about The Last of Us 2 reviews. I'm so sorry.
To make great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
I hate how cynical I've become that my first thought when he said the things they had planned was, I hope they go through with that.
I'm Greg Miller, and welcome
Hey,
to EA
Greggy!
Play. We had an incredible show.
I don't get to call you Greggy. We're not like actually friends or anything. But like Greg Miller, if you want to come on the podcast, I mean,
I was gonna land
I'm
the
just saying
X-Wing
you
on
can do
stage.
that.
I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different.
Sure.
Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Jane? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever.
So,
we're still gonna bring.
No offense to Greg Miller, right? I didn't find the joke itself funny, but the delivery on "so you lied" got me. That was really good.
Coming up over the next hour, we've
So you
got
lied.
game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year,
Right.
plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen
No purchase
great EA
necessary
games
is what
on
it says
Steam.
behind me.
Throughout the show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed golden letters.
Yeah, discreet, huh?
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
Greg Miller is a funny guy. He absolutely is.
Anyone want to take me out?
You should smile more.
Sure.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex
I should
Legends is
absolutely
coming off
be
its
on the
most
other side.
successful, most epic season
I'm gonna be
yet,
over the top
and we're
of
just
every
getting
single
started.
name.
Season 4
I'll
saw
move
more
up
of you
into
jumping
this
the fight
corner,
than ever before,
although the
and you
green
kept that
screen's
amazing
acting up
momentum
right
going
there.
forward, making season
So that's
5
just
the
wonderful.
biggest
That's
and best
exactly
start
what you
to a
want.
season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
Hold on, I'll fix this.
We hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a major map change to Kings Canyon, rest in peace, Skulltown, an all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event,
I didn't
Lost
fix anything.
Treasures.
All I did
Take a
was
look.
make it worse. We're just moving back down here. We're just moving back down here. Okay, new character.
Adventurers, raiders, explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking for. But if they survive, they might walk away with lost treasures.
I'll high-five you all when I see you. Mobile respawn beacon here.
My synapses are firing again.
Again, I'm not a big battle royale guy, but I'm glad people like this. You know, it looks like they've made even more cool stuff for people.
Guns? Who needs guns? I don't need guns.
I know what I'm looking for. I won't walk away without it. 너를 찾을 거야.
Sure.
T, it's me. Be careful. He's watching you.
Sure.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures collection event brings with it a ton of great content.
see that
including a
Titanfall
new
mask over
limited
there.
time mode, Armed and Dangerous.
We get a new
Evolve.
Titanfall announced. I might lose my mind.
It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map.
Okay.
Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon. You'll have one of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
Okay.
Lost Treasures also introduces a new town takeover, Crypto's Map Room, which gives players a closer look at what motivates this drone-wielding hacker. And of course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges,
Sure.
as well as all new event-exclusive cosmetic items and the introduction of your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is fittingly a trophy of himself.
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd.
Oh,
And that's not all, Apex fans. The battle is expanding. That's right. This fall, we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know
Cool.
you're hoping, wondering, praying. So before you
you're at
ask,
Origin.
yeah, crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Nice. That's good. That's
It's
good.
been one of the biggest requests we get, and we're thrilled to finally deliver it to our fans. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, one last thing. Let's make it official.
Ah,
We're huge
why not?
fans of
Yeah,
Nintendo
why
here
not?
at Respawn, and we're
How well
incredibly
that'll
excited
run?
to be bringing
I don't know,
Apex
but
Legends
why
to the
not?
Switch this fall. And we'll share more details in the months ahead. So that means you'll be able to squad up no matter where you and your friends prefer to
That's
play.
cool.
Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, or on the PC via Origin and Steam. We're throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On behalf of the entire
Cool.
Apex team, we want to thank our incredible community. Your passion for the game is truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing you all in the arena. And don't forget, check out Lost Treasures on June 23rd.
Woo! Oh man, that was amazing. I think I'm hyperbolic. I think I'm hyperman. I've had a really good time here.
Again, I'm sorry that I'm not more excited by this. I'm not a big fan of the game personally.
Sul, everyone.
Oh,
One
sim
thing
stuff.
I
Okay.
admire about Apex Legends is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters. At The Sims, we've always believed representation and diversity in games is critically important.
Why are we slow
Perhaps
zooming?
now more than ever. It's difficult to put into words just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play.
Sure.
So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
It's a very interesting thing to explain.
It feels empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first before seeing my disability, I guess you could say.
Sure.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am, the color of my skin, you know, who I'm attracted to, let any of that get in the way. It was no barriers.
No matter where I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me a sense of hope that I could build a life that looked like that.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
I play to build me.
I play to express
That is a
myself.
cool transition. That is a very cool
play
transition.
to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a game. It's creating your life.
Yeah, like obviously, you know, I'm white, straight. I don't feel like I really have much place to talk about the issue. But my family's German, and anytime there is a good
just saw,
character
there
in a
are so
game that
many
is
reasons
German,
why
as in
I'm
like an
proud to be
actual
part of the Sims global
regular
community.
person instead of
We
a
want The Sims to
character,
be a place of
a
unity and
caricature.
hope. A place where you can be your
It feels
authentic
nice.
self and
It feels
build your
good
vision for our shared world.
to not have a
place
crazy,
to
insane
imagine what's possible.
murderer,
To our Simmers,
but
thank
just
you
a
for
regular
everything
person
you've
that's
done
German.
to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you.
Okay.
We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam today.
Hey, there you go. My mom loves The Sims, and she hates Origin, like with a burning passion. So I'll have to make sure she finds out about this. Yeah, The Sims has never really done much for me, but like I said, my mom loves it. All right, Baby Yoda. Sure. I would love to see Origin just gone.
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team.
Bring everything
and
to
joining me
Steam.
today from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out, and Dead Space 3, are all playable.
Yeah,
this
Titanfall 2 and
When
DS3.
EA Access arrives on Steam this fall. You can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
EA Access coming
You
to
can
Steam
also
too.
expect to see our new releases on Steam too. One of the first arrived just a
Sweet.
short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
Yeah, I picked that up on Steam because I saw it and I was like, yeah, how can I not, right? But just like the idea that EA stuff moving forward is going to be on Steam is really cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, just get rid of Origin, bring it all to Steam. Don't split your viewer base. Let everybody be able to play together, you know? I think that's really cool.
Welcome back, Commander.
Of course. Available now.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can
Cool.
expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months.
All right.
Including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this
So,
year.
okay,
And
I
we're
get
bringing
you.
crossplay to many of your favorite
I
games
assumed
too.
when you said new
Starting
games, you
with Need
meant
for Speed Heat
7
and
brand new
continuing with
games,
some new
not just
titles
7
being
ports,
revealed
but that's
later
fair.
in the show.
That's fine.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want. It's
Sure.
about playing together.
Absolutely. Now, let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Sure. What you got?
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters.
Yeah, I
hidden
haven't been
throughout the
looking at
show.
all.
They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere, so keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code, you'll be able to enter for a chance to win one of more than a
Watch
dozen
it just be
great
EA
games on
Play
Steam.
Live.
So stay tuned and find out where to enter the code at the end of the show. Now, if you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more
Kinda
than
funny.
buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios
Like, Greg
Indie
Miller
Light
is one of
Joint
those,
to
like-
give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working
I hate to say,
on the
like-
next wave of EA originals.
Like, I was gonna say like Golden Child, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. Word-wise, what I mean is like, he's one of those stories that
idea of a game,
he just
but
like,
it can be really hard to do it on your own.
he's worked his way to where he's got, you know? I should stop talking and we should listen, but
Unconventional approaches to solving
he's
your
earned
ideas.
his spot, is what
There
I'm trying to
times where
say.
you've got to like break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
We can really
Sure.
push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
The animation
Let's
on this
find
is
that
really
magic.
nice. Cool. EA Originals. What we got? New games. Let's go. No, what I was trying to say is like Greg Miller has earned his spot. You know, he had to work his way up there. It's going to be EA Play, isn't
We
it?
turn our
Because there's the
spotlight
P.
on 3 studios. Up first is Haze Light and their mild-mannered, quiet leader, Joseph Ferris.
But like I mean it, you know, like Greg Miller, he had to work to get where he is now, and he's done it.
Please welcome Joseph
He's like a there's a word I'm looking for. It's like he is beloved now.
There are like passionate people, there are crazy people, and there is me.
It's just great. Like I love that he's been able to get where he is based on his own merits, you know?
Can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know?
That's Joseph Ferris. That's him.
No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help
No
it, man.
apologies, he says.
I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My 3rd movie, Zozo, it's basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 feature movies, and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while
Yeah,
the movies is
I can
being
see that.
paced for you.
I can see that.
In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they like reuse all the time. The
Yeah.
designers and the story writers are kind of like doing 2 different games.
Sure,
That's
absolutely.
why I founded Haze Light, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Haze Light is all about. And action. The
It
new
Takes
game, It Takes
Two.
Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce. So she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay. And these dolls magically come alive and actually controls both Cody and May. And you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions.
Okay.
There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And
Yeah,
I think
I'm
with
down
the
for that.
players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride that doesn't really have an ending. It has an ending, but that ending is that the roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the am I doing up here?
All right,
And
hold
then
on.
You get back to,
You gotta pump the
That's
brakes.
the way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Justin Barrett, pump the brakes. You gotta make sure you got an ending, buddy. I love you. Your games are like 50-50 for me. I loved one. I loved Brothers. I wasn't huge on
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this
A
original
Way Out.
train rolling. And
But
let's stay in
like,
Sweden.
you gotta have an
We're a fan
ending,
of
man.
both their delicious
I
red
love
jelly
you, but
fish
you gotta
and
have an
their video
ending.
games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Sure.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home.
Didn't these guys are the
Unfortunately, I
Unraveled
didn't play
guys,
any
right?
Swedish Fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling.
Look at
creating
those.
strange
Oh,
worlds
look
that
at that
people can
storyboard,
escape to.
man.
The weirder, the better.
The concept
And I
art is
think,
great.
My friend Olav would agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker, something out of a gothic fairy tale. What started with a mood and some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream. And that's the world of
You got me. I'm in. You
Lost
got
in
me.
Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper. After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of Random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the Kingdom of Random.
Okay.
Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it
I'm
holds
down.
a modern
I'm
message
in.
that's
You
really
got me.
relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with a roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance? We can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then, please enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
All right. Yeah, that premise sounds great. I'm in.
The world of Random bends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
I love it.
Transforming the fates of people just like you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of Random.
I'm down. I'm so in.
You can't have the sweet.
Look at these character designs are so good, man.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
A friend of mine is going to absolutely adore this game. Lost in Random. Oh my gosh.
Really cool. That's a look at Lost in Random in embracing randomness.
I might have
feel
missed
like
an
I
L
live that every
somewhere,
day of my
but
life.
EAPA is
You know
what
I
I've
was gonna
seen
do
so
that? You
far.
didn't know that? Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
All right.
At Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games. That's why I am incredibly excited
I'm
to
so
announce
sorry.
that we have partnered with the talented team at EA to release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena.
As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly
Sure.
and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're going to love what we've got in store for you.
Okay.
Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Let's see it. Rocket Arena.
Let's kick this into gear. The trophy will soon be mine.
Have you ever wondered why life is so good on Crater? Sure, we've got the beautiful beaches.
Cannonball!
Quality public transportation. And exotic destinations.
Another victory.
The people are courteous and friendly.
Jolly good for me.
And always happy to help their fellow citizens.
Grappling hook. Okay.
But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. So it's a hero shooter where every character just has rockets, but also has like other movement abilities. That could be cool. Yeah, rockets are cool. I need one of the characters 3v3. Okay. I need one of the characters rocket to just be their fist. I need it to be a rocket punch really badly.
Never turn your back on the water.
Sure, okay. Yeah, hero shooter where everybody is equipped with a rocket launcher, which is cool. I bet that's way easier to balance than everybody having individual weapons, because then it's just balancing powers as compared to weapons. Yeah, I bet that's way easier to balance.
So as you just saw, rockets are obviously awesome to blast all over the place.
Yeah, it looked like
But
it.
in order to come out on top, there's a lot to master. You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself.
Sure.
Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for long. Even when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray.
Okay.
You'll also be able to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100 levels
I like
of
that guy.
progression that unlock new
100
cosmetics
levels, wow.
and rewards.
All right.
All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th.
Wow, that's really soon.
And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings
All right.
with it a blast pass and a ton of free content.
Of course, a
including
season
new
pass.
maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start.
At launch? Okay,
So grab
heck
your
yeah.
friends, regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam.
That's cool.
And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after the show with the help of some great content creators.
It is
So
kind
check
of
us
weird
out
that,
on
like,
YouTube at the link below.
1 week
See you in
later,
the arena.
they're dropping another character in the past. They could have just maybe waited a week to launch it, but maybe they want to get.
of the golden letters
Hold
hidden
on.
throughout the show and nearly cracked the code.
I've only
Here's
seen
a
the
hint.
P and the Y
It's not
of
Kanye. Keep
after
an eye out
the.
for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll reveal where you need to go to enter the code at a chance to win some great games on Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the
Okay.
real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons. Now,
All right.
I promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy, excitement, and then more chills on top of that. Take a
Sure.
look.
I mean, it looked good, yeah. I want to see some actual gameplay. That's what I'm really hoping we get to see today.
Seize that moment.
I'm the perfect shot.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, this CG looks really good, but...
Makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Yeah, again, this looks great when they showed it off before. I think it's smart to show it off again here, just in case somebody missed it. Build up that excitement again, you know?
Wow. The 8-year-old in all of us is celebrating and excited. The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And
That is pretty
to
hype.
put the hype in hyperdrive is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Frazier. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
I bet. Now, in my copious notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being
I see
a
those
pilot,
D&D
that
books on the
idea of
back there,
climbing into an
too.
X-Wing or
I
a
see
TIE
those.
fighter. So, you know, I played all
I
the
see
flight
those.
games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
actually, I dug
That's
up
cool.
some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
Yeah,
We're
those are
showing
really
them
cool.
right now to the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
I think at Motive you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star
That's
Wars
fair. I
fandom.
mean, if
we started this project,
if you
I
get the
talked to a lot of
opportunity
people
to,
as
why
they
wouldn't
joined
you
the
want to work
team,
on it, right?
And a lot
If
of
you're
them
a
have
super
similar
fan.
kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow.
Wow.
That's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage, to actually making this game?
Well, I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us.
Sure.
But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small group of us that were really into particularly the pilot experience within Star Wars. And we wanted to make something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy.
We're not gonna get to
And
see any
so we
gameplay
did
today,
kind of
are
a
we?
grassroots initiative, or started a
I mean,
little
the art
passion
looks great, don't
project,
get me wrong,
and that ramped
but-
up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You
Oh,
talk
that
about
they're gonna show?
you know, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. You know, we're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans
Sure.
today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill, and that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your
Is this
to your
actual game?
engines.
No, I
How to
bet this is
shift your
still
shields
CG.
From the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you could do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180, and shoot a
Yeah, it's
missile
still
off your
the
own
CG.
tail while drifting backwards. Like real Ace Pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new single player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support cross-play. You can be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end. It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together.
Dust off the
Just hook up with
PSVR.
your friend, connect, have an awesome space battle.
You just Death Starred my mind, man. Like, that's awesome. That is, the big question, when can people actually
Greg Miller remembered he had a script that
Not
he's
too
supposed
long,
to follow.
actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay, not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going
October
to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Please,
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
Nice. Yeah, for a second there, Greg was just having fun, and then remembered you saw him look at his note card, and oh yeah, he's got to ask this question about release date. Okay, so this is in engine here. This is not just CG.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
Yeah, this is more what I thought it would actually look like.
Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story
Sure, but
spanning two factions.
All stations.
put us in the cockpit, though. Put us in the cockpit.
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5.
Show us a snippet of there. This is good, but like,
In VR.
put us in a match.
This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on.
I like that the A-Wings cockpit is very clearly different from the
You'll
X-Wings.
begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for
Chase
both the Empire
Cassandra,
the
and
New
I missed
Republic.
the Republic name.
You'll experience this world through your cockpit.
Cockpit does look really nice.
The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback.
Bespin looked
about
really cool,
power
too.
Management, targeting, and shields.
Yeah.
With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Sure.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyards.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let him have it.
Yeah, that A-Wing cockpit's really nice.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most
TIE Fighter,
flexible and
X-Wing.
versatile, able to handle
Nice.
any
This is what I wanted. Right here. This is what I wanted. Break it down.
Interceptors are fast
Interceptors and
highly
A-Wings.
maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
Supports,
ships can keep
U-Wings and
allies
Reapers.
safe and
Yep.
stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up. Nice.
Bombers,
And
are
bombers.
the
Y-Wings
heavy
and
hitters,
bombers.
able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and
Yeah.
starfighters.
If you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot
Nifty.
and starfighters simply by playing the game.
Nifty.
From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
Okay.
They're on you. I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Nice.
Really got 'em. This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes.
Okay, basic dogfight mode.
Dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Nice.
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Bomber's probably far less helpful here.
Like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down
Okay.
your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Nifty.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature.
Yeah. That's warm my
battles
speed.
are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete
When you can do them
against
solo
other
too.
players
Nice.
or
Okay.
AI as a squadron of 5.
So you don't have to squad up first. You can get joined with people.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy.
Of course, there's a social hub.
coordinate
Of
loadouts,
course.
And prepare for takeoff.
Got to be able to show off your character, right?
Push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship.
Yeah.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
Cool.
Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Nice.
Brutal bombardment.
Yeah, this is really cool. This is what I wanted. I wanted a full breakdown into like what the gameplay is going to be like.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
Sure. October 2nd. I'm down. We're almost to the end of the 45 minutes, which means we're probably not going to get another Titanfall. Which means this is going to be another press conference where we don't get a Titanfall.
I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports, next level.
Cool.
You feel it all.
You feel that burst of speed?
It's like I'm lightning.
Ah, I got you.
In that moment, I'm untouchable.
I got you.
When I play, I'm not afraid of anything.
Not afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is my one true love.
Makes me feel like somebody.
I never thought I could rise to another way.
It's just me and the keeper. My heart is like...
Now, all this does nothing for me. I'm sorry.
And you're a hero.
All these flashes to other stuff don't help either.
You know what it sounds like? 60,000 people.
Singing your song?
I can't live without that feeling.
It's in your bones.
It's actually kind of starting to hurt my eyes a little bit.
Feel it in your hands. Taste it. See the unknown.
Face my fears.
You live to fight again.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping, shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
Somebody worked really hard on this edit, and I'm glad for them, and I hope they got paid for the hard work they put in. But you gotta stop the flashing lights, man. You gotta stop.
Now, that's a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks,
All right.
Trey, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports
For anybody who's
family.
like, Trey just hates
There are
sports, that's
great
why.
things
Like,
that
I
come
legit
from
have a
EA
headache
Sports
now.
for
I'm
all
not
of you,
joking.
and that's just the beginning.
Mm.
As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you more of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on. Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today. And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story.
Yeah.
And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation. We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology. This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback, and let's build the future together.
I honestly thought she was going to
behalf
say
of all of
money,
our studios,
and I'm really
thank you
glad
for
she
joining us
didn't,
today.
but it really
But before
felt
we
like she
sign
was
off,
about to.
There's just one more game we would love to share.
Titanfall 3,
Cousin
Titanfall
Darren,
3,
over to
Titanfall
you.
3, Titanfall 3, Titanfall
Thank
3.
you.
Come on.
So the moment is here. We finally get
No,
to
it's
say
not Titanfall 3.
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening.
Yeah.
We're rolling. We
Skate.
secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues.
We've been waiting years, honestly, to make the right game at the right time with the right idea. And
I'm disappointed.
Really pleased to say that we're here.
But
It is
also,
really
this is
early,
great.
But it takes a little while to find cuz.
Skate is great. People love
Dude,
skate.
harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked. And this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really can't wait to bring you guys in and have you be a part of it with us.
We want to thank you for your passion, your patience, and all the support that you've shown, us to get to this point.
Oh, the comments.
It's amazing. We cannot believe you commented this into existence. Amazing.
Yeah, people have been asking for
changed
Skate
my
for a
life.
very long
Thank
time.
you so much. Skate forever.
Guys,
Which also proves we can bring
guys, are you
Titanfall
kidding
back
me?
as well, right?
Back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to
Yeah,
you.
it's
Thank
EA
you to
Play
me.
Live
I
is
can't
the code.
believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg. You can find the official rules and everything else over at player.gg/EA. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity for all of us all over the world to come together and celebrate gaming. Thank you for being part of EA Play. Until next time, I'll see you online, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Thanks, Greg. This will be the final montage. This is absolutely going to get claimed on YouTube. Yeah, I'm excited for It Takes Two. I absolutely am. Star Wars Squadrons looks great. Lost in Random looks really cool, yeah. And then Rocket Arena looks cool too. I'll probably give that a shot. Yeah, and then everything coming to Steam too. That's awesome. That's absolutely great. All right. Well, yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad that I did this. I originally had not planned on doing it because EA just doesn't have a lot that interests me. They proved me wrong. They absolutely proved me wrong. So I'm glad that they did. I know this E3 has been weird. We normally do like best in shows. I don't really feel like that's appropriate here because nobody was able to do the shows they wanted to do. It's not their fault. Everybody was doing the best of what they had, you know. Some companies didn't even really do theirs that normally do, like Devolver or Ubisoft. That said, this was really good. I think EA did a really, really good and nice presentation. The only quibble that I have is the sports section with all the flashing lights. But everything else I think was really, really solid. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, I've been Trey. It's been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum EA has to offer.